Alright, good morning. So I'm mostly packed up now, about to get moving, but first I'm going to make my breakfast and I'll show you what that looks like because recently I've been doing a new kind of thing for breakfast rather than just eating like random bars or something like that. So this is actually something that Yeti showed me. So basically, just going to take some water and I'm just going to add all of like some of this to the water. So these are like oatmeal, these are Quaker oats, maple and brown sugar, and then I'm going to add a bit of coffee. It's just instant coffee. And these things are called breakfast essential carnations, and they have a bunch of protein, vitamins and minerals, vitamin D, calcium, and then I also have some like dry powdered milk. So basically, you just add a bit of milk. I'm doing two of these breakfast essentials, a little bit of coffee powder, and two oatmeals, and not too much water, just a bit of water, and yeah, make a nice little drink out of it. It's actually pretty good. And it's actually a pretty filling breakfast, the oatmeal and especially these breakfast essentials, like it really fills you up. So it's a nice way to have breakfast. I think the best way to do it would actually be to prepare it in the evening and then just leave it overnight and then in the morning drink it because then you don't have to prepare it in the morning. You can just like wake up and drink it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. And these are like chocolate flavored as well. So it's like coffee, chocolate, oatmeal. It's pretty good. So there it is, my breakfast drink. It's actually really nice and actually really filling. It's great. So I think at this point it's less than 500 miles to Canada. I think I just reached that 500-mile mark. So yeah, less than 500 miles to go. It's pretty crazy to think. It feels like really on the home stretch now. Alright, so I don't really have a whole lot to say about today. It's been a pretty casual day, it's been a nice day. Just going for a walk in the woods as usual. Just walking to Canada. It's been, just not much going on. Just walking really. It's been nice though. I've actually been feeling quite tired today, surprisingly tired. So at one point I went off the trail and just took a nap in the woods. Ended up asleep for like an hour, so I guess I really needed that nap. But yeah, just been feeling kind of tired today, so it's been sort of a casual day. I also realized that it doesn't even really matter if I do like 30 plus miles today. I'm still going to end up reaching the next town on the same day regardless, as long as I do like 25 today. It just, would get me into town a bit earlier on the day that I would reach town, but yeah, anyway, no need to do a big day today, so just been kind of taking it easy and chilling out. And as you saw in some of the previous clips, there was actually a really long stretch of just like dead forest, with loads of just dead trees and fallen trees everywhere. So there were a lot of blowdowns on the trail. I mean, not too bad. I've been to places with much worse blowdowns than that, but it was definitely a little bit annoying. Slows you down a little bit, and it was like really windy in that forest as well. Just no real tree cover there, but it was nice because it wasn't too hot. Hasn't been hot at all today, so that's been good. Honestly, I've been surprised. I feel like the blowdowns on the CDT are really not that bad. There's been some hot spots, some areas which have quite a lot of blowdowns, like when you first enter Colorado in the San Juans, and then there are a couple places in Wyoming, a couple places in the Wind River Range, and just after that. But honestly, overall, I feel like the blowdowns are really not that bad on this trail. I think in a lot of places they do a really good job with the trail maintenance, actually. And I guess I'm also comparing my experience to my experience of the Pacific Northwest Trail, and yeah, on the PNT the blowdowns are definitely worse. So comparing it to that, you just kind of feel like the CDT isn't that bad if the PNT is kind of your reference point for blowdowns, I guess. I also think, on the PNT I had a much heavier pack, and having a really small and light pack I think makes a really big difference to like how much the blowdowns kind of annoy you or slow you down, because with this really light pack on, it's really easy to kind of hop over blowdowns and step over them really quickly. With a heavy pack, it's definitely a lot harder, so that's definitely one of the benefits of going ultra light. One of the benefits of only packing the bare necessities is hopping over blowdowns for sure. Alright, so I actually just saw a grizzly bear just up ahead on the trail, like fairly close, and so I just said, "Hey bear," just to make sure it knows that I'm here, and it just ran off. So it was a fairly small bear. I have my bear spray in my hand. The first thing I did was grab the bear spray and then just say, "Hey bear," to alert the bear of my presence, so it doesn't freak out if I like keep walking up to it or something. So I've stopped here for a couple minutes, just to see if I see the bear again, and I'm pretty sure it was a grizzly bear. It was fairly small, seemed like maybe an adolescent grizzly bear, like not like a cub, but maybe an adolescent grizzly bear. So it saw me and it just ran off. I'm just gonna keep my bear spray in my hand and carry on, but it ran off the side of the trail, so I don't think I'm really going towards it, so I'll just be cautious on the lookout. I'm gonna put my camera away, but yeah, anyway, keep moving. Alright, so I've hiked a few miles since I saw that bear, and now it's getting dark, so just setting up camp. I just pitched my tarp. There are some dark clouds in the sky on the horizon, and it's also a little bit windy, so I found a good spot sheltered by these trees and on the side of the ridge which is sheltered from the wind, so yeah, it seems like a pretty good spot. I'll show you guys the setup with the tarp. Alright, so it's a bit dark now, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, I set the tarp up like kind of, I think like a lean-to type setup. And there's lots and lots of space underneath as usual. It's a pretty good setup. If it rains, I'll be nice and dry. Let's see if I can crawl under. So I haven't actually set up my, sleeping bag and stuff, but alright, I'll show you from the other side now. I think the lighting's a bit better here, maybe. So there you go. See you guys tomorrow.